Yakima Valley Pippins are back in action tonight as they close out their 7-game homestand and their 3-game series with the Corvallis Knights, trying to salvage a win and snap a 3-game losing skid. Hi everybody and welcome in to Pippins Baseball here on the Yakima Valley Pippins Radio Network, the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network, the Pippins Pregame Show presented by Yakima Craft Brewing Company. Founded in 2007, Yakima Craft produces high-quality ales and lagers with an emphasis on full-bodied taste and the unique character that pairs great with Pippins baseball. Enjoy Yakima Craft at the Orchard all summer long. My name is Miles Klotz. Glad to have you with me for coverage of tonight's game as the Pippins look to take one from the Corvallis Knights. We've got Dakota and Austin on the controls today. Pippins lost last night to extend their losing streak to 3 games, which is the most they have lost consecutively at home so far this year, dropping on the homestand so far to 2-4. So they can't have an above 500 homestand, but they can get to 3-4 with a win today against Corvallis. But before we take a look at what's to come tonight, let's take a step back and look at yesterday's matchup, which Corvallis pulled out the win 10-7 over the Pippins. They really started off on a good stretch, starting off with a 4-0 lead in the top of the first, off of a 2-run homer from Trace Tamaro that capped off that big first inning for the Knights. And then the Pippins answered back. It was a little surprising. Usually, at times this year, they've fallen behind and they've struggled to fight their way back into games, but that was not the case yesterday. The Pippins with 3 runs in the second inning and then 3 runs in the third inning. At that point, though, Corvallis had put 2 more on the board, so it was 6-6 after 3 innings. The Pippins did not get a great start out of right-hander Tyler Frazier. A.J. Wood in relief was solid for a few innings and then tired towards the end, but by that end point, the Pippins really just couldn't get anything going past the third inning. They got the Pippins had 9 hits in the first 3 innings. They had 3 in the remaining 6, and they did not score besides a 1 single in the 6th inning from Tanner Parker. It was a pretty quiet day offensively if you just take out those first couple of innings in which the Pippins were really, really good offensively, and hoping that they can keep that running for the entire length of a game, because what happened yesterday was all Corvallis had to do was take advantage of a couple mistakes here and there. In the 6th inning, they pounced on a misplayed fielder's choice with the bases with 2 runners on, took advantage of a couple of sacrifices, and then used a 2-out, 2-run single to grab a big lead in the 6th inning. At that point, the Pippins would tack another one on, but then in the 8th, the Pippins committed 4 errors in the 8th inning, really struggled with some hops on the infield, and by that point, Corvallis was able to score another run and just extend with a little bit of insurance and get it up to a 3-run advantage, 10-7, by the time that the game came to a close. So the Pippins fall on the season to 8-9. Corvallis improves to 8-6, and the Pippins under 500 for the first time here in 2019, and they're obviously hoping to make this the only day of the year that they're under 500. To do that, they'll need a win here tonight against Corvallis. Starting pitching matchup should be a good one. Mark Wanarabich is on the bump for the Pippins. His 2nd start of the year, 5th appearance. 3-1. He has earned the decision in all 4 of his first appearances. An ERA of 1.52. 11 strikeouts. He's only walked 1 over 17 2/3 innings of work. Opponents hitting 190 off of the right-hander out of Yorba Linda, California. Made his first start on the first game of this homestand back on Monday against Kelowna a week ago today. Got the win, 7 innings of 3-run ball, only 1 run of which was earned. Allowed 7 hits, struck out a pair, and walked just 1. And he will be looking for his 4th win of the year, which would put him into first place in the West Coast League in wins. He is a pretty good arm, 3-pitch mix out of Southern California, and Cal State East Bay is where he plays his college ball. As for Corvallis, they will send the left-hander Chase Watkins to the mound to make his first start of the summer, 2nd appearance. He debuted on Thursday against Bellingham, a scoreless inning with a couple of strikeouts for the lefty from Cal Poly. 6'4", 200-pound sophomore out of Watsonville, California. 9 starts for Cal Poly in the spring, 0-3 with a 5.45 ERA. Plate meeting about to begin between Marcus McKimmey of the Yakima Valley Pippins and Brooke Knight of the Corvallis Knights. With a 2-man umpiring crew today, Brendan Schmidt behind home plate, and Dustin Catron is the field umpire in today's series closing contest as the Pippins look to avoid being swept for the 2nd time in 2019 and look to avoid their first home sweep of the year and their first since Bellingham took all 3 from the Pippins here at Yakima County Stadium last July. We'll take a quick break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network, and when we return, we'll get the starting lineups and the first pitch here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Back at the Orchard as the Yakima Valley Pippins get set to close out their 7-game homestand. They're off to a 2-4 start to the homestand, and they'll be looking to improve to 3-4 with a game against the Corvallis Knights. And let's get a look at our starting lineups here as the Pippins and the Knights square off in the third of 6 matchups this season, the next 3 coming next week in Corvallis. For the Knights, 8-6 on the year. They are 3.5 games back of first place Walla Walla in the West Coast League South Division, and they are 4-4 away from home in 2019. They lead off with Jake Holcroft, the left fielder. Jake Harvey, the second baseman, hits in the 2 spot. Andy Atwood is the designated hitter. He bats third. Briley Knight, the center fielder, and the cleanup hitter for Corvallis. Michael Gretler is the third baseman, batting 5th. Trace Tamaro is the the first baseman. He bats 6th. Nick Jovetic in right field, batting 7th. Nick Klemp is the catcher, batting 8th. And Michael Curiali, the shortstop, rounding out the order, batting 9th with the left-hander Chase Watkins on the mound. Again, for Corvallis, it's Holcroft, Harvey, and Atwood. Knight, Gretler, and Tamaro. Jovetic, Klemp, and Curiali with southpaw Chase Watkins on the mound for Corvallis. And for the Pippins, 8-9 on the year. First time this season they've been under 500. 3.5 games back of Bellingham in the West Coast League's North Division. 6-5 at home this year. They're looking to avoid dropping under 500 at home for the first time this season at 6-6. They are 3.5 games back of Bellingham in the WCL North. And they lead off with shortstop Tanner Parker. Second batter in right field, Noah Andrews. Henry Gargas, the first baseman, is the 3-hole hitter. Tyler Rando, the DH, bats 4th. Greg Fuchs batting 5th in left field. James Bell is the catcher and bats 6th. Owen Cobb hitting 7th at second base. Ty Delancey, the third baseman, bats 8th. And Luke Schwartz in center field, rounding out the order and a batting 9th. Again, for the Pippins, that's Parker, Andrews, and Gargas. Rando, Fuchs, and Bell. Cobb, Delancey, and Schwartz, with the right-hander Mark Waterobich on the mound for his second start of the summer. This is the only game in the West Coast League tonight. All other teams are having a day off, so the Pippins, when they head out to Port Angeles tomorrow to start a 6-game road trip, they will be the one of just 2 teams, along with Corvallis, that's not coming off of a day of rest. However, Port Angeles did get back from a very long road trip to Walla Walla early this morning, so it's not exactly like they are withstanding a long day of fatigue as well, as the Pippins will have a ride out to the Olympic Peninsula tomorrow to open up a 3-game series with Port Angeles, and then they'll head down to face these Corvallis Knights at Goss Stadium next weekend for a 3-game traditional Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend series. Little different than this time around, which was a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something you won't see too often at any point the rest of the year. In fact, you won't see it again. All the other Pippins weekend series are the traditional Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Going through the starting lineups now, quick look at the standings in the West Coast League. In the North Division, Bellingham all alone at 12-6, Victoria 11-7. They are a game back in the North Division. Wenatchee 7-8. They are tied with the Pippins, 3.5 games back of Bellingham. Port Angeles 7-11. They snapped a long losing streak last night. They're 5 games back. And Kelowna in last place, 5.5 games back at 5-10 on the year. We're about to have the national anthem here at the Orchard, so let's listen in here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Advantage. Umpires tonight, Heindel Plate, Brendan Schmidt, and manning the bases, Dustin Patron. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to rise. And gentlemen, remove your caps as Sheree Williams performs the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, now bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome and se habla español. This is how we care.
Pippins and the Corvallis Knights getting set to close out their 3-game series here at the Orchard. And we are getting set for first pitch between Yakima Valley and Corvallis. Hi, everybody, and thank you for tuning in here tonight on a gorgeous Monday evening at the Orchard. My name is Miles Klotz. Glad to be bringing you the action all 9 innings tonight with Dakota and Austin on the controls for our video side of things tonight. We're hoping to have our audio-only broadcast back up tomorrow when we hit the road in Port Angeles, but for tonight, we are on the video side of things and appreciate all of you tuning in wherever you may be listening from. Mark Waterobich, the right-hander, tosses in his final couple of warm-up throws, and he'll get set to face the top of the Corvallis order. Jake Holcroft, Jake Harvey, and Andy Atwood. Waterobich, the right-hander, making his second start of the season. He is 3-1 on the year with a 1.52 ERA. Earned the win in his last start on Monday against Kelowna, going 7 innings, allowing 3 runs, only one of which was earned, 7 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. He's a real pitch-to-contact type of guy, and he faces left-handed hitting Jake Holcroft to start things off. The first offering is taken high and away with a fastball, ball 1, and we are underway right on time here at the Orchard at 6:35 local time in the Valley. Waterobich works off of the third base side of the rubber and delivers the 1-0, and there's a line drive out to left center field, a base hit rolling towards the gap for Holcroft. He's around first, headed for second. Fuchs up with the ball in left, fires towards the cutoff. It's not in time, and Jake Holcroft with his 7th hit of the season as he gets things going here in the top of the first with a leadoff double.
Now batting for the Knights, the second baseman, Jake Harvey.
Holcroft has really been on a tear this whole series after a 4-hit day yesterday. Now Jake Harvey hits. A right-handed batter who's hitting .391 on the year. No homers, 2 RBIs. Delancey even with the bag at third, a step or two in. First pitch to Harvey. A slider in there for a strike on the inside edge, 0-1. No score, we just start things in the top of the first inning. Runner at second, nobody out after a leadoff double from Jake Holcroft. Waterobich set. Turns to second. Now delivers the 0-1. Bunt shown and pulled back on a slider that misses down and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Harvey. 5'11", 178-pounder out of Oregon State. Long look home from Waterobich. The pitch is fouled off to the right, 1-2. Harvey entered this series hitting .533, but the first 2 games of this 3-game set, he's 1 for 8, 4 strikeouts. 0 for 3 yesterday. Waterobich a long look home. Gives a glance to second, where Holcroft leads. And delivers the 1-2. Breaking ball, tapped foul off the plate, and into the mitt, evidently. Strike 3, and the first strikeout for Mark Waterobich, 1 away.
Now batting for the Knights, the designated hitter, Andy Atwood.
So 1 down, and Andy Atwood comes to the plate. Nice night here in the valley, 77 degrees, partly cloudy skies, just a slight bit of wind. Game time and temperature. Right on right, Atwood hits. .290 hitter on the season, no homers, 8 RBIs. Turn and a look to second. Cobb keeps the runner honest. Delancey even with a bag at third. Here's the pitch from Waterobich. And that one's spanked foul, out of play off to the right, 0-1. Atwood hitting .290. No homers, 8 RBIs. Pitch. Bouncing ball towards shortstop for Parker. To his left he shuffles, throws on to first, and beats the speedy Atwood 2 down. Holcroft gets to third with 2 away for Briley Knight.
For the Knights, the center fielder, Riley Knight.
Briley Knight hits from the left side, with Andy Atwood at third in a scoreless game, top of the first. Delancey even with a bag at third, rest of the infield pulled to the right, and a slider taken down and in for ball 1 to Briley Knight, hitting .341, 1 homer, 9 RBIs for the Corvallis native, son of head coach Brooke Knight. Kicking the 1-0. A fastball in the outside corner, 1-1. Waterobich with a fastball, a slider, and he also throws what he describes as a splitter. It's not a changeup, but it has similar action and break on it. The 1-1 pitch. There's one of those splitters, and he missed down and away, ball 2. 2-1 on Briley Knight. Jake Holcroft to lead off double at second, trying not to strand the first man of this inning before the Pippins come to bat in the bottom half. The 2-1 pitch. There's a slider too far inside, 3-1. This Corvallis lineup has gotten production top to bottom throughout the first 2 games of this series. But Knight has maybe been the most consistent cog in the first 2 games. Waterobich is 3-1, and there's a breaking ball, bounced on, foul down the first baseline, 3-2. Defense for the Pippins behind Waterobich. Ty Delancey at third, Tanner Parker the shortstop, Owen Cobb at second base, Henry Gargis at first, and James Bell back behind the plate doing the catching. Greg Fuchs, Luke Schwartz, Noah Andrews left to right in the outfield for the Pips. Waterobich set, and the delivery. Payoff pitch, ground ball softly up the middle. Cobb, the second baseman, to his right. Off balance throw on to first, not in time. Knight with an infield single. Dustin Catron, the field umpire, made the call that it pulled Gargis off the bag, which it clearly appeared to be the case. And Holcroft scores to give Corvallis an early 1-0 lead. Marcus McKimmey out of the dugout to have a word with the field umpire, Catron. Brendan Schmidt, the home plate umpire. Infield single on a really difficult play from Owen Cobb. Very few second basemen make that play, so a nice effort from the slick fielding middle infielder. McKimmey, without much of an argument, back to the dugout. And Matthew Gretler to the plate. Right-handed hitting third baseman for the Knights, batting .348. No homers, and he's driven in 3. Toss over to first, and the runner back in safely. 1-0 Corvallis. We're in the top of the first inning, and this is now the second straight game in which the Pippins have gone down in the first inning, third of the last 4 in this homestand. The pitch. Popped foul, out of play off to the right, 0-1. Gretler had a nice day yesterday. Extra base hit as part of a 3-for-5 night. He is 5 of his first 10 in this series. Runner off first, 2 down. 1-0 Pippins trail. Pitch. Smacked on the ground to second, and Cobb, a nice stop to his right, dives, gets to his feet, flips to the bag at short, and Parker is there, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left for Corvallis, top first. Pippins to take their first cuts as we go to the bottom of the first inning here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
We go to the bottom of the first inning here at the Orchard. 1-0 lead for the Corvallis Knights. And the Pippins will face off against left-hander Chase Watkins. Makes his first start of the summer for Corvallis, a 6'4", 200-pound lefty from Watsonville, California. A rising sophomore at Cal Poly in the fall. Pitched in 14 games for Cal Poly as a freshman, 9 starts. Went 0-3 with a 5.45 ERA, struck out 35, walked 28 in 36 and a third innings. And this is his first start of the year, first extended action for Corvallis after making an appearance in relief on Thursday against Bellingham. Pitched a scoreless inning and struck out a couple. And he faces Tanner Parker, Noah Andrews, Henry Gargis, the top of the order here in the bottom of the first. Parker been one of the best hitters in the West Coast League. .381 batting average, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. He has hit in 12 consecutive games .450 batting average over the last 2 weeks. The pitch is pumped back foul to the backstop, 0-1. Lefty on lefty, the infield straight away, but shifted a bit to the right, and the outfield straight away for Corvallis. Watkins tall and lanky. Sets belt high. Now the 0-1. And Parker hits this one off the hands the opposite way down the third base side. But that's past the dugout out of play where Joey McGreasy will go retrieve it. 0-2. McGreasy today named the West Coast League Pitcher of the Week for the second time this year. He'll get the start tomorrow as the Pippins open up a 3-game set in Port Angeles. Watkins ahead in the count, 0-2. The pitch. Curveball misses up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Noah Andrews, Henry Gargis will follow here in this bottom of the first. Pippins trailing 1-0, nobody on, nobody out. Watkins with the belt high set. The 1-2. There's a breaking ball, cut on and miss, strike 3. And Tanner Parker for the 4th consecutive game down on strikes, not something we're used to seeing him do a whole lot. And there's one out in the bottom of the first for Noah Andrews. Andrews won for his first 9 with the Pippins. That's a 111 batting average, no homers and 2 RBIs. Right-handed swinger, native of Tumwater, Washington. Infield shifts a bit to the left. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken up high, ball 1. Matthew Gretler, the third baseman for the Knights. Michael Curiali at shortstop. Jake Harvey, the second baseman. Trace Tamero at first. And Nick Klemp behind the plate. No catches from last night. No changes from last night, I should say, for the Knights in that department. The 1-0, fastball high and in, 2-0. The outfield, Jake Holcroft back out and left. Riley Knight in center. And the one change is that Nick Jovetic back into the game in right field. Kicking the 2-0. There's a fastball, pretty much the same spot, high and in for ball 3. So with a right-hander on the mound, Nick Jovetic, the left-handed batter, inserted into the lineup in place of Michael Dixon. Started the last 2 games in the outfield. 3-0. Andrews watches outside, ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk follows up a 4-pitch strikeout, and the Pippins have a 1-out base runner here in the home half of the first. One nothing Corvallis, and Henry Gargis was going to come to the plate, but the Pippins are making a first inning substitution as Nicholas Israel, the newest member of the Pippins, subs for Henry Gargis in his Pippins debut. So Henry Gargis gets an off day, and, well, not really, because Gargis played first base in the first inning, so Nick Israel pinch hits. Switch hitter bats right-handed and bounces the first pitch he sees to third. Gretler fields, throws to second for 1. Harvey's relay, not in time. So a fielder's choice, and the new guy reaches first with 2 down. And it'll bring up Tyler Rando with 2 away.
Now batting for the Pippins, the catcher, Tyler Rando.
Rando had a nice night yesterday, couple of extra base hits. He was our guest on Pippins postgame. Here's the pitch. A fastball taken up high for ball 1. 1-0 to Rando, right-handed batter. 1-0 Corvallis, bottom of the first. 1 on, 2 out. The left-hander delivers. And a fastball at the knees for a strike, 1-1. So, will be interesting to see who plays first. No Josh Hahn. No Henry Gargis. The 1-1. Fastball too high, 2-1. Not sure who's left really to play first base in this scenario. 2-1 on Rando, 1 on, 2 down. 1-0 Corvallis leads bottom first. Watkins with the 2-1 pitch, and there's a smack in the center field, but Knight over to his left makes the grab in medium depth center, and the inning is over. Pippins strand one on a one-out walk and a fielder's choice, and at the end of one here at the Orchard, it's 1-0 Corvallis on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
We head to the second inning here at the Orchard, a 1-0 lead for the Corvallis Knights. And they bring Greg Fuchs, James Bell, They bring Trace Tamero, Nick Jovetic, and Nick Klemp to the plate. Those are the Pippins that I was listing off. The Pippins make a defensive change with Henry Gargas out of this game, so Owen Cobb moves to first. Nick Israel is the third baseman, and Ty Delancey at second base. Pippin stranded one in the first. Trace Tamero, the batter. Left-handed hitter against Wanarobich. The first pitch is fouled off to the left, 0-1. Tamero homered yesterday, 1 for 4. His second homer of the season off of Tyler Frazier in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 from Wanarobich. And there's a pop fly, left center field, foul tracking out of play. Israel gives chase and runs out of room as that one lands down the left field line at lefty's bar, 0-2. Nick Jovetic, Nick Klemp to follow in this inning. Corvallis with 1 run in the top of the first. They got a infield single from Briley Knight that brought home Jake Holcroft, who had doubled to lead off this game. Tamero behind in the count, 0-2 against Wanarobich. Right-hander ready. The 0-2. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. Bell missed the tag, but he's out of the crouch to fire on to first. 1 away. Second strikeout for Wanarobich. That already matches the number he had in his first start on last Monday against Kelowna when he struck out 2 in 7 innings. Here's Nick Jovetic, left-handed hitting right fielder, a native of Montana. One out, nobody on, 1-0 Corvallis, top of the second. Here's the pitch from Wanarobich, and a swing and a miss on an outside fastball, strike 1. Jovetic got the night off yesterday, hitting .275, a homer, 4 runs driven in. Oh, 1 pitch. Bunted, foul, third base side, out of play, 0-2. Jovetic got to face an old teammate of his on Saturday in the series opener when he squared off against Dylan Barkley, Pippins left-hander, who has since departed due to innings. The 0-2. Ground ball down the third base line, out of play, foul. He was approaching 100 innings when you combine his college season and the Pippins. So he decided to call it off for the summer and drive back to Missoula, Montana. Wanarobich's 0-2 offering An outside breaking ball, strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the second for Wanarabic. And 2 outs for Nick Klemp. Klemp, a right-hand hitter out of the University of Portland. 1-0 lead for Corvallis, top of the second inning. Bases clear, 2 away. 0 for 5 on the season, Nick Klemp. Wanarabic's pitch, a slider for a strike at the knees, 0-1, and that's really Mark's biggest quality is consistent, accurate strike throwing with all 3 of his pitches, but it's mostly fastball slider. He does have that splitter, but he really doesn't throw it a whole lot. The 0-1, grounded right side. Delancey to his left, fields on the lip of the outfield grass, and flings on to first. And it's a 1-2-3, top of the second for Mark Wanarabic. We go to the home half. Pippins down 1-0 on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
One nothing Corvallis. We go to the bottom of the second, and Pingree Ford, the proud sponsor of tonight's second inning. Pingree Ford, your trusted Ford dealership in Sela with an extensive new and pre-owned inventory. Visit Pingree Ford at 102 West Natchez Avenue in Sela when you're looking for your next vehicle. Greg Fuchs to lead it off for the Pips. James Bell, Owen Cobb to follow. 5-6-7 in a one-run game. Chase Watkins, the left-hander, back to the mound for Corvallis. Sets Black Glove at the belt. First pitch. Greg takes a letter-high fastball for strike 1. Slow start for Fuchs in a Pippins uniform on the surface. Just 3 for his first 15. But he's drawn 7 walks in 4 games. Takes an outside fastball, strike 2. So the on-base percentage is really good. Up over 400 right now for Greg. Many of his friends and teammates on this Knights squad from OSU. Left on left, the 0-2 pitch. There's a ground ball down the third base line. Backhanded by Gretler, just inside the dirt. He throws on to first in time. What a play by Matthew Gretler, and he retires his college teammate, Fuchs, for out number 1.
Now batting for the Pippins, the catcher, James Bell.
1 out, and here's James Bell in a one-run game. Corvallis leading, bottom of the second, 1-0 the score. Bell is 4 for 15 to start his Pippins career. That's a .267 batting average. A double and 3 strikeouts as well for the right-hand swinger. Pitch. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Lefty on righty. Watkins delivers the 0-1. A fastball in the dirt. 1-1. That may have actually been a breaking ball. And I should clarify my statement earlier that I made during the pregame show when I said that every West Coast League team was having an off day. The Ridgefield Raptors play a non-league game right now against the Northwest Star Academy. The 1-1. A foul back to the screen, 1-2. We are the only league game in progress. Pippins currently trailing by a score of 1-0. Bases clear, 1 away. With nobody else playing, the Pippins can cut down on their division deficit tonight, but only to 3 games with a win. 1-2 breaking ball, just missed down and away, 2-2. That was a really good curve, but it did not hit the zone. 2-2 the count. Left-hander fires, and there's a swing and a miss at a low breaking ball, strike 3. The second strikeout of the day for the southpaw. 2 away, and Owen Cobb coming to the plate. Cobb started the game at second base, has since moved to first. Lefty on righty, first pitch. Down and in, and Cobb skips out of the way of that fastball, 1-0. Owen hitting .300, a homer, and 9 driven in. Lanky right-hand hitter. Waits on the 1-0, and swings right through an outside changeup, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Popped up, off to the right, out of play, 1-2. Pippins trailing 1-0, bottom second. Here's the 0-2 to Cobb. Breaking ball hammered on the ground towards third, foul. 1-2 on Cobb. After Henry Gargis was taken out of the game, he moved to first base. The 1-2. Broken bat up the middle, shortstop Curiali to his left. On to first in time, side retired. Pippins down 1-2-3 in the home half of the second inning. We go to the third, 1-0 Knights on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
We go to the top of the third here at the Orchard. 1-0 lead for Corvallis, and the Knights will bring 9-1-2 to the plate against Mark Wanarovich. Michael Curiali to lead it off, the right-handed hitting shortstop who made a nice play to retire Owen Cobb and end the bottom of the second. Right on right, infield outfield straight away. Wanarovich deals and gets a swing and a miss at a low fastball, strike 1. Curial has had an up-and-down series. Hitting .296 on the season, he's 2 for 8 with 3 strikeouts the first 2 games here in Yakima. Kick in the 0-1. And there's a bouncing ground ball towards shortstop. Parker takes on a head-high hop, throws on to first in time. And the first out as one shortstop grounds out to the other. And the order rolls over to the top for the hottest bat in the Corvallis lineup, Jake Holcroft. Holcroft came into this game 5 for his last 10, then he doubled to make it 6 of 11. Waterobich deals, left-hand batter, rips this one out to the gap in right center field. That's a base hit and rolling towards the wall. Good cutoff by Schwartz in the right center gap, and that'll hold Holcroft to a single. His 7th hit of the series. He's now 7 for 12 in this 3-game set. Doesn't seem like anybody can really stop Holcroft. Jake Harvey's not had as much success at the plate. He bats from the right side. He is 0 for 1. Turn and a look to first and a toss over. Cobb at first holds on. But Holcroft dives back in safely. Very speedy guy who stole twice yesterday. Waterobich peers home. Turn and a toss to first and the runner back in safely with a dive. Set and the first pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1 with a slider. The 0-1. Slice to right. Andrews comes on. Long jog in. Makes the catch. And that allows Holcroft to hold at first. 2 away, and Andy Atwood digs in.
Now batting for the Knights, the designated hitter, Andy Atwood.
Look home, and the first pitch on the way to Atwood. First to toss over. 1-0 Corvallis, top third. This game already moving quite a bit quicker than the last couple, with yesterday being a 3-hour and 29-minute affair. Longest game of the year. Waterobich deals, and a bunt shown, pulled back, slider down and away, 1-0. Now, the way Waterobich pitches, it's a contact-oriented approach. He throws a ton of strikes, fills up the zone, and works relatively speedy. It's not a surprise that games with him on the mound tend to go a little bit faster. Atwood gets some stretches in the box with a slightly closed-off stance. The pitch home, and there's a fly ball out of play off to the right. Black uniforms for Corvallis today. Maroon Corvallis across the chest. Maroon numbers with a white trim on the back, and the traveling gray pants with a blue stripe down the side. Maroon caps for the Knights. Pippins in the home white. And the dark green caps. Green numbers and a slight navy trim on the back. The 1-1 pitch. Slider down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Reminder to join us tomorrow in Port Angeles. Here on PippinsBaseball.com/live. 6:35 first pitch. The lefties, who snapped a 7-game losing streak with a win down in Walla Walla last night, have the day off today. They'll host the Pippins for 3, and then we'll be down in Corvallis for 3 after that. There's a high fly ball, left center field, fairly well hit. Schwartz over to his right in the gap. He dives, and he can't make the play. That one bounces towards the base of the wall. Holcroft around third. He scores. Parker cuts off the ball at short and has no throw. It's an RBI double, crushed by Andy Atwood. And the Knights double their lead. It's 2-0 Corvallis in the top of the third. And I have to say, Luke Schwartz got way closer to that ball than I thought was even possible. He dove maybe a second early, but he was so close. That ball really looked uncatchable. It almost seemed like it was going to leave the yard. So a heck of a play by Schwartz, who continues to dazzle in center. And now a man at second, 2 down for Briley Knight, who has piled up the RBIs in this series. First pitch to the left-hand swinger. Takes a hack at a changeup or a splitter in the dirt and misses 0-1. Knight with a first inning RBI, which was his 7th of the series on a single. He had 2 RBIs entering this series. Excuse me, 3 RBIs entering this series. He now has 10. Waterobich deals with 2 down. And there's a bouncing ground ball, foul off to the right. Nick Caviglia, a left-handed reliever for the Knights, was out of the dugout to try and snag it, but he could not grab it. 0-2. 2 outs, man at second. 2-0 Knights, top of the third. Pitch home. Fastball high and away, 1-2. Pitch home. Check swing. Field to second. Not in time. He did not go. Two and two the count. 2 outs and a man at second. Corvallis extending their lead to 2-0 here in the top of the third. Waterobich at the ready. Turn and a pier at second. Now the 2-2. Splitter at the knees, strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 4th strikeout for Waterobich, but the Knights add 1 on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 in scoring position. We go to the home half of the third. Pippins trail 2-0 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Ty Delancey leads off in the bottom of the third for the Pippins. Yakima Valley trailing the Corvallis Knights by a score of 2-0. First pitch. Delancey takes on the inside corner with a breaking ball, strike 1. 0-1 the count on Ty Delancey. 4 for 14 on the year, no homers, 2 RBIs for the switch hitter who bats from the right side. The 0-1 pitch. Popped up, foul, first base side. Klemp tosses off the mask, gives chase. That one's out of play, 0-2. Luke Schwartz and then Tanner Parker to hit for the Pippins here in the bottom of the third. Oh, 2 on the way. Breaking ball that had some wicked action but was nowhere close to the zone, high and outside, 1-2. First extended action of the Corvallis career for Chase Watkins. Made his debut on Thursday in relief. Gets Delancey to take a hack at a curveball. The 3rd strikeout of the day for Watkins. 1 down here in the 3rd. Brings up Luke Schwartz, right-handed hitter. 178 batting average on the year, no homers, 5 RBIs. Lefty deals. Curveball misses outside, 1-0. Schwartz, despite the modest production at the plate, is starting to swing it a little bit better. He's hitting 8 straight. Fastball inside, 2-0. I should say he has reached safely in 8 straight. Had his first multi-hit game the other day. The pitch. Bounced up the middle. Second baseman Harvey to his right. He throws on to first in time for the out. And there's 2 away quickly in the last of the third to bring around the top of the order for Tanner Parker. Left-handed hitter who's looking to extend his hitting streak to 13 consecutive games. Corvallis leading it 2-0 with nobody on, 2 away in the bottom of the third. Appreciate everybody listening in. Go ahead, drop in the, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and drop, well, you have to be watching on YouTube. There's no other way to watch. Huh. First pitch to Parker. Bunted down the third base line. That is a fair ball. Backhanded by Gretler. Throws on a first. In time. Wow. Oh, man. Parker not happy with the call. Looked like he may have beat it out. But Dustin Catron makes the call that Tanner Parker out on a bunt and a beautiful play by Matthew Gretler at third. 1-2-3. Pippins down in order for the second straight frame. We go to the home half of the third. Corvallis, or excuse me, to the fourth inning. Corvallis leading 2-0 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
We go to the fourth inning. Fourth inning brought to you by Les Schwab. Set the standard for tire service more than 65 years ago, and they continue to go out of their way to keep you on your way. With 3 locations in Yakima and Selah, the dedicated professionals at Les Schwab provide useful advice and excellent service every day. At Les Schwab, doing the right thing matters. First pitch at the top of the fourth, a single through the left side for Michael Gretler, the right-handed hitting third baseman who's continuing to put together a really good series. Trace Tomero now to hit for Corvallis. This was a part of the order, this bottom half, that didn't have a whole lot of success off of Mark Wanarabich the first time through. So we'll see what they do here. Second go through of the order. 2-0 Corvallis leading in the top of the fourth. I started to get to it in the third, but if you're watching, drop us a comment. Tweet at us, at Pippins Baseball. Let us know where you're listening from. Glad to have everyone tuning in. The pitch is... He showed bunt, and then it came in and hit him with a slider. Probably not what Tomero was looking for. He didn't even pull back in time to get out of the way. And so he'll go to first with a hit by pitch. And now Nick Jovetic will bat for Corvallis. With 2 out, or 2 on, nobody out. In the top of the fourth, the Knights leading by 2. Jovetic went down looking on a really good breaking ball from Wanarabich in his first at-bat. Set and the first offering. Bunt shown. He pulls back on a pitch outside. 1-0. Jovetic big and tall. He looks incredibly strong. There are some guys that what they say is they just look the part. And he looks the part. Shows bunt again, takes outside ball 2. 6'4", 215. And he certainly has the athletic bloodlines. He has had cousins play football in the SEC. His grandfather was a track athlete at the University of Montana. He had an uncle who played football for Clemson before Clemson was today's Clemson. Backdoor slider for a strike, 2-1. A litany of athletic relatives for the Missoula, Montana native, who was also a really good pitcher in high school, too, when he played for the Missoula Mavericks. He and Dylan Barkley were teammates at that point. Corners in, a turn and a look to second, but nothing doing for the runner, Gretler. 2 on, nobody out, 2-0 Corvallis. We're in the top of the fourth. A controversial call at first to end the bottom of the third. And as such, the Pippins find themselves without a hit through the first 3 innings. Some miscommunication between Bell behind the plate and Mark Wanarovic is the first time this pair is working together. Corey Siracusa no longer with the team. So Pippins down to just 2 catchers for the time being. Kick and the 2-1. Bunt shown, pulled back on an outside slider. Bell really tried hard to frame that one. And he did a real nice job, but there was just no way that one was going to get called a strike. Here's the pitch. That comes inside and hits him, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out. Missed with another slider, and this is wild. Wanarovic has never struggled this much to throw strikes. Back-to-back hit by pitches. First time in the Pippins season that has happened on either side of the ball. Now the bases are loaded for Nick Klemp, and if you're going to load the bases for any part of the order with no outs, might as well do it for 8-9. Corners in. Corvallis looking to extend a 2-0 lead here in the fourth. Wanarovic shakes off a sign. And another. Now ready. Pitch home. Slider on the outside corner, strike 1 called. And the weirdest thing about it, too, is Wanarovic throws so many first pitch strikes. And yet, he gave up a first pitch single, first pitch hit by pitch, then fell behind 3-1 and hit a guy. The 0-1 to Klemp. Check swing, fastball on the outside edge. Ooh, tough pitch, strike 2 called. Now Wanarovic in the driver's seat, ahead 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Slider down and away for a ball. 1-2 the count on Klemp. An Everett native who spent some time in the JUCO ranks. He'll head off to UP, as they call it, the University of Portland, in the fall. Six-foot-tall, 170-pounder. Pitch home. Pops this one up on the infield. Infield fly rule in effect, but Cobb still jogs in anyway, and the first baseman makes the grab 1 down. And a crucial first out for Mark Wanarovic, and now the 9-hitter Michael Curiali comes to the dish. Curiali is bounced out to short, and that might do the trick here. Infield's going to play slightly in, the corners particularly so. The middle infield around double play depth, but still giving some leeway. Gretler at third, Tamaro at second, Jovetic at first. 2-0 Corvallis. Here's the pitch. Fastball in tight, 1-0. The last thing you want is to have to face Jake Holcroft, who has terrorized the Pippins this whole series with the bases loaded. 2-0 Corvallis. Bases loaded, 1 out. Wanarovic turns loose. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball on the outside corner, dots the zone, strike 1 called. 1-1. Pippins without a hit so far against Chase Watkins, but right now the issue on the mound. The 1-1 from Wanarovic. Soft fly ball, well out of play off to the right. Got Curial to go lunging for a breaking ball, and now it's 1-2. One, two. Ground ball, left side of the infield. Parker, the shortstop, charges in to grab it. Fakes a throw to third, has no throw. Oh, man, Israel, the third baseman, maybe could have had a play on that ball, but he gave way to Parker, who had no play anywhere, with it coming in so slowly. And Gretler scores on an infield single. Tamero to third, Jovetic to second. Still one away for hot-hitting Jake Holcroft. Pitch home. Fastball taken up high, ball one. Holcroft a double and a single already, and we're here in the fourth inning. Not an error on the scoreboard, but a defensive blunder again for the Pippins. The 1-0 pitch. Holcroft flies this foul off to the left. One, one out. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Holcroft with a ground ball through the left side of the infield and into left field for a base hit. Tamero scores. Jovetic held it third. Everybody moves up a base, and Corvallis extends the lead to 4-0 here in the fourth. And the first difficult outing of the year for Mark Wanarabic, as Holcroft has his third hit of the day, 8th hit of the series. But for the first time in the series, drives in a run. And that's incorrect. He drove one in the series opener, I should correct. Fastball, outside corner, strike one to Jake Harvey. The 0-1. Fastball down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jovetic to third, Curial to second. Harvey at first, the count 1-1. Or Harvey at the plate, beg your pardon. Wanarabic off the third base side of the rubber. Bearded right-hander delivers the 1-1. And there's a fly ball foul off to the right, 1-2. Mark still hasn't walked anybody, but throws it over the zone a lot. Sometimes those get hit around a bit. Pitch. Outside, 2-2. The 2-2. Ground ball towards third. Diving stop by Israel. Goes to second for one. Delancey the relay to first. And it skips away from Cobb. 1 run is in. Now Curial jogs home from second. And it is now a 6-0 lead for Corvallis on the first error of the day for the Pippins. Holcroft out at second. And a fielder's choice for Jake Harvey. 6-0 Knights here in the fourth. So Holcroft is out at second out of the inning, on a 5-4 fielder's choice. The pitch. That one smacked out to the gap by Andy Atwood, rolling towards the left field corner. Schwartz picks it up off the base of the wall in left center field. Harvey around third. He's going to come home and score as the throw is tag applied just a little too late. And Corvallis takes a 7-0 lead here in the third. RBI double for Atwood. And a rough inning for the Pippins, and they still haven't gotten the bullpen working. As the 9th man to come to bat this inning, Briley Knight comes to the plate. Pippins trail 7-0 here in the third. First pitch gets away from Bell on an outside fastball. And a wild pitch moves Atwood up to third. And now all the ball in play is needed to bring home the 7th run of the inning for Corvallis. Now some action in the Pippins bullpen as left-hander Jack Gonzalez will start to toss. The pitch. Backdoor breaking ball for a strike. 1-1 to Knight. Corvallis trying to bat around. If they can bring the next man to the plate, would be the second time this homestand in which the Pippins allow an opponent to bat around. Other against Victoria on Thursday. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. 1-2. And there's a good chance that happens. Only way it couldn't is a double play in which they are able to nail Atwood trying to come home. Chances of that, not super high. Pitch. Down low. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on a down low fastball. Strike 3, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pippins trailing 7-0 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
On our way to the bottom of the 4th inning. Pippins trailing 7-0. And the 2-3-4 part of the Pippins order to bat, still looking for a hit against lefty Chase Watkins. Andrews, Israel, and Rando, first pitch. A fastball below the knees for ball 1. 1-0. Miles Klotz here at Yakima County Stadium. Austin and Dakota on the controls. Left on right matchup. Infield, outfield straight away. Playing at standard depth. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball in the upper inside corner, 1-1. From Chase Watkins, the talented lefty, who, like a lot of college freshmen, had an up-and-down season at Cal Poly. It's very, very difficult for freshman pitchers to perform at a high level in college baseball. Check swing on a breaking ball in the dirt. He went around. Dustin Catron makes the call, 1-2. Which makes the achievements of Alex Williams, who got the save on Saturday for Corvallis, all the more impressive. He was a freshman All-American as a starter for Stanford. Lefty with the 1-2. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. 4th strikeout for Chase Watkins. And the first out of the home half of the 4th. And Nick Israel coming to the plate. Israel, the switch hitter, bats right. Bounced into a fielder's choice in his first Pippins at-bat last inning. Or back in the first, I should say. Pitch home. A tapper foul, 0-1. Pippins still without a hit here with 1 out in the 3rd. Corvallis leading by a 7-0 advantage. And the Pippins, barring a miracle, will fall to 2-5 on this homestand, which started off pretty good. Win over Kelowna, then took a tough loss in the second game of that series, but bounced back to end up taking the 3-game set. On the verge of their 4th consecutive home loss. They start a 6-game road trip tomorrow. They've lost 4 consecutive road games dating all the way back to the 6th of June. The pitch, flied foul off to the right, 0-2. Now, Pippins have been mostly at home so far this year, so 9 of the next 12 on the road will compensate for that to finish out the first half. Once the Pippins get back from Portland in early July, that'll be the end of the first half, and the way things are trending, it's going to take a real miracle for the Pippins to get back into contention in the first half. But they have plenty of opportunities. 0-2, another breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. That curveball for Chase Watkins is just doing absolute wonders right now. 2 down, and Tyler Rando to the plate for the Pippins.
Now batting for the Pippins, the catcher, Tyler Rando.
Rando, a right-handed hitter. He is 0 for 1 today with a line out. 7-0 Corvallis in the bottom of the 4th. The Pippins will have plenty of opportunities because you remember the 3-game series against Bellingham here at home. Pitch down and in, 1-0, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Those are games in the first half. And so while the Pippins don't have another crack at Victoria, they will get 3 more against the league leader, the division leader. 1-0, fastball at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Then, of course, the second half's a whole new ball game. I think it's fair to say the Pippins might have an easier schedule in the second half. The 1-1, fastball tails away, 2-1. They won't play Bellingham in the second half. They'll play Walla Walla, the leader in the South Division, just once here at home to close out the regular season. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 2-2. They play Bend at home, who's off to a slow start. Port Angeles at home in the second half. Travel to Cowlitz, last place in the South Division. Travel to Wenatchee. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball down and away. Oh, Watkins thought he had strike 3 to strike out the side. Now the count is full on Rando. Really, the toughest part of that second half schedule will be the week trip up to Canada. That sandwiches the All-Star break. But certainly a tougher schedule in the first half and a shorter schedule in the second half, so anything can happen. Pippins will probably be quite a different team by that point. Full count, 2 outs, base is clear. Pippins trailing 7-0, home half of the 4th. Chase Watkins looking for strikeout number 6. And that one's wrapped on the ground towards shortstop. Backhanded by Curiel. Throws on to first on a hop. Tamaro can't make the scoop. And the Pippins have a 2-out base runner here in the 4th. Michael Curiel has been pretty good over at shortstop, especially for a guy who's never played a college baseball game this series. But now this gives way to Greg Fuchs, the Oregon State Beaver, 0 for 1 today with a bounce out. Left on left, first pitch to Greg. Takes a fastball that tails away, ball 1. Fuchs, a native of Mercer Island. Wasn't one of the super highly regarded prospects in Oregon State's last recruiting class, as this one's fouled back, 1-1. Kind of more under the radar, despite playing for a really high-level high school program. But if you're going to go to a program that turns under-recruited baseball talent into stars, Oregon State's the place to be. Kicking the 1-1. Curveball in the dirt, rolls through the legs of Klemp, and that allows Rando to hustle up to second. So now the Pippins have a man in scoring position, 2 down here in the 4th. Still a 7-0 Corvallis lead. Looks like Mark Wanarovich's night may be done. 4 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, 5 strikeouts. Jack Gonzalez really tossing in the Pippins bullpen. Greg Fuchs bats open from the left side. His Oregon State colored cleats, black and orange, clamped to the ground. Watkins with a 2-1. Popped up, out of play off to the left, 2-2. Yeah, that was a really good Mercer Island program that Fuchs played for a long time, too, when he was young. Those same kids that grew on to win high school titles were moments away from the College World Series when he was a youth. 2-2, the pitch. Gregg wraps a breaking ball on the ground towards first for Tamero, who calls off Watkins and beats Fuchs to the bag, 3 unassisted to retire the side. Pippins stranded 2-out error, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, or excuse me, we go to the top of the 5th inning, 7-0 Knights on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Jack Gonzalez enters for the Pippins as we go to the home half of the 5th inning, or the visitors half of the 5th inning, I beg your pardon. 7-0 lead for the Knights. Pippins stranded 1 in the bottom of the 4th on an error. They are still without a hit today. And the left-hander Gonzalez, his 6th appearance of the season. An ERA of 4.9, 7 1/3 innings of work. He has struck out 5, walked 5, opponents hitting .250 off the San Diego native. Replacing Mark Wanarabich, who went 4 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned. Did not walk a batter and struck out 5. It was not his best outing of the year, but you cannot expect every pitcher to be perfect every time out. And Mark's a really good guy, and full confidence that he will bounce back from what was one of his weaker outings of the year. And left-hander Gonzalez takes over on the mound. 6'3", 225, last pitched Thursday against Victoria. Gave up 2 earned runs on 3 hits, struck out 1 in a inning out of the bullpen. And he gets 5, 6, 7 for Corvallis. Matt Gretler, Trace Tamero, Nick Jovetic here in the top of the 5th inning. Pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Gretler 1 for 2 today, has singled and bounced into a fielder's choice in 2 trips. The 0-1. That's a really good curveball. Somewhere it missed outside for a ball, 1-1. Corvallis leading 7-0 top of the 5th. And Gonzalez going to be entrusted to go more than likely a few frames here. Turns in the 1-1. And another breaking ball that apparently missed, and it's 2-1. Infield, outfield, straightaway, left on right. Gretler listed at 5'11", but looks quite a bit shorter. And he takes a huge hack at an outside fastball, 2-2. Gonzalez basically probably thinking, oh, he's not going to give me the call on the curveball. Let me fire one in on the outside corner with a hard fastball. Lefty with a funky delivery, turns in the 2-2. There's a curveball, up high, 3-2. Gonzalez with some moving parts as he twists his whole body to the left before he turns and fires. Shields the ball before he even delivers. Full count pitch, popped up off to the right, 3-2. I can imagine that that's really difficult to pick up if you're a hitter. Just watching the way Gonzalez curves and gesticulates before he throws. The pitch, down and away, ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Michael Gretler to start the 5th. Brings up Trace Tamero. Tamero been hit by a pitch and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the kick in the first offering from Gonzalez. Left-hand batter takes high and in, ball 1. That didn't miss by a whole lot, 1-0. And the one thing for Gonzalez, he does struggle to throw strikes occasionally. Second-year Pippin, the only returner, had a pretty good year last year. 47 1/3 innings for the Pips. 3.04 ERA. The 1-0. Curveball up high, 2-0. The last thing the Pippins needed was for Gonzalez to have some struggles out of the pen. Wind to the 2-0. High pop-up. I mean, really high on the infield. Bell tosses off the mask, back behind the plate, waits for it, and makes the grab. Nice play, James Bell, 1 down. That thing got as high as any pop-up I have seen in a long time. And that is a tougher play for a catcher than it seems, especially with how difficult it can be to catch those with that mitt. But a real nice play by Bell, 1 away, and now Nick Jovetic to the plate. 7-0 Corvallis. We're in the top of the 5th. 1 on, 1 out. And another left-handed batter here in the lineup for Brook Knight and the gang. The pitch home. Curveball for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 on the way. First to toss over to first, and the runner back in safely. They were playing Cool in the Gang on the speakers here when Corvallis was taking batting practice. And for some reason, I just thought Knight and the gang kind of played off that. Certainly a good choice. I enjoyed watching Corvallis' batting practice today with that exquisite music choice from our star intern, Logan Monteith. 7-0 Knights, top 5. 1 on, 1 out. Can sometimes be funny, the music choices in the Pippins clubhouse. The 0-1. That's ball is hammered out to deep right field. Andrews back towards the wall, has room and makes the catch on the track, 2 down. Oh, nice play, Noah Andrews. Kicks up some dirt on the warning track. 2 out. And Gretler back to first for Nick Klemp. Klemp, a right-handed hitter who's 0 for 2. Cobb will still hold at first with 2 away, and the Pippins down 7, top 5. Really nice night here in the Valley. And a decent crowd. Not as many as last night, but a good number to end a 7-game homestand. Gonzalez delivers a curveball, and he is just not locating those right now. That pitch misses up high, 1-0. I don't know. I think the starting pitcher usually controls the music in the clubhouse, but go in there from one day to the next, and it can range from a whole host of different things. 1-0 on the outside corner, 1-1. There is one constant about the music in the clubhouse every day, no matter the genre, the artist. 1 on, 2 down. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Gonzalez delivers. Fastball up high, 2-1. It's always way too loud. And someone's eardrums are going to burst. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 1 on here in a 7-0 ball game. Pippins trail top 5. Gonzalez, the 2-1. Ball hit in the air to center. Pretty routine for Schwartz. Takes a few steps in, camps under it, and makes the two-hand hat-high grab, and the inning is over. Corvallis strands a leadoff walk. We go to the last of the fifth. Pippins still without a hit or a run. They trail 7-0 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce two of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
We go to the bottom of the fifth. Pippins still without a hit or a run. They trail 7-0 to Corvallis. And it will be the 6, 7, 8 part of the order that will try and break the no-hitter by Chase Watkins. James Bell, Owen Cobb, and Ty Delancey. After Corvallis stranded one in the top of the fifth. Only West Coast League game in action tonight. The Pippins look to snap out of a 3-game losing skid before they hit the road for 6 in a row and 9 of the next 12. Starting with 3 in Port Angeles tomorrow, and then followed up by 3 against these Knights down in Corvallis. Pippins trail 7-0, bottom 5. James Bell to lead it off. Right-handed swinger from the University of Oregon. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Watkins with the set below the belt. The pitch home. That's pumped foul, out of play off to the right, 0-1. The 0-1. That's ripped out of play off to the right, 0-2. Bell back behind the plate tonight. Pippins, for the time being, are down to 2 catchers, with Corey Siracusa leaving the team today. Justin Lutz has left. Spencer Bramwell left. So for right now, it's just Rando and Bell. The 0-2. Swing and a foul tip back into the glove on a breaking ball. 6th strikeout for Chase Watkins, one away here in the 5th. Brings up Owen Cobb. 1 out, the base is clear. Corvallis leading at 7-0, bottom 5. Chase Watkins, 4 1/3 innings, deep into a no-hitter. On just 55 pitches so far with 1 out in the 5th. He is in really good shape. Cobb stands tall from the right side. Left-hander delivers. Half swing. Looks like he went around, appealed down to first, and yeah, they make the call there. Cobb definitely broke the plane, 0-1. Watkins from some athletic bloodlines. Both of his parents were athletes in the Pac-12. His dad played football for WSU. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled back to the backstop, 0-2. And his mom was a swimmer at Stanford. Grew up in Northern California, right near Santa Cruz, in a town called Watsonville. Not only was he a really good baseball player, but he was a really good basketball player as well. Good size for the sport, 6'4", 200 pounds. Steps off, asks for time. 7-0 Corvallis, last half of the 5th inning. Nobody on, 1 out for Owen Cobb, who trails in the count here, 0-2. Watkins shakes off a sign, works from the middle of the rubber, which is covered in dirt so you can barely see it. 0-2. High fly ball, but not very deep. Shallow center. Shortstop Curiel goes out, waves off everybody, and nobody makes the play as it drops in between Holcroft and Curiel. Some miscommunication, and the Pippins have their first hit. 3 different fielders, Corral, Knight from center, and Holcroft in left, all converged. Corral kept calling them off, and then Holcroft backed up, and Corral gave way. And now the no-hitter is gone, just like that. Owen Cobb with a single, and Ty Delancey, the switch hitter, steps in from the right side. 1 on, 1 out. Pippins trail 7-0, but no longer being no-hit. Middle infield at double play depth, the pitch. Delancey smacks this one deep down the left field line. Holcroft over to his right, and he makes the catch on the track, maybe 10 steps shy of the wall. And Delancey with a loud swing, but he's the second out here of the last half of the 5th inning. Brings up Luke Schwartz with 2 down. Right-handed hitter is 0 for 1. 7-0 Corvallis, bottom 5. Here's the pitch to Schwartz. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 0-1. In high school, Chase Watkins scored over 1,300 points in his basketball career. Second most in the history of St. Francis High School in California. 18 points, 8 rebounds as a senior. Guy can ball. Turn in the 0-1. First a soft toss over to first. Owen Cobb back in safely. Pippins will ride to Port Angeles tomorrow. Longest bus trip of the year so far. That pitch, down and away, ball 1, 1-1. The bus trips have actually been relatively easy so far. So tomorrow's will be about 4.5 hours to the Olympic Peninsula. Supposed to be a gorgeous area. 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Spun Schwartz out of the way. And then another long bus ride down to Corvallis, and another one back up. I did get my copy of Powerball, though, from WCL Commissioner Rob Nyer, so big thanks to Mr. Nyer. I'll definitely be cranking that out throughout our 6 days on the road. The 2-1. Outside, 3-1. That is, of course, permitting that the volume on the bus movies is not at levels that make it impossible to read, which often tends to be the case. 3-1, 1 on, 2 out. Pitch to Schwartz from Watkins. Up high and away, ball 4. The first walk of the day for Schwartz, second of the day for Watkins. And the Pippins put 2 on, 2 out for the top of the order, Mr. Tanner Parker.
Now batting for the Pippins, the shortstop, Tanner Parker.
Left on left, Tanner Parker hits. Turning a look to second. First pitch. Fastball ripped in the air, deep center field, but right at Briley Knight, who was playing deep over to his left, reaches out and makes the grab. Tanner Parker is a rare 0 for 3. The Pippins strand 2 here in the 5th. We go to the 6th inning, 7-0 Corvallis on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
On our way to the 6th inning here at the Orchard. The 6th inning brought to you by the Yakima Herald Republic. The Yakima Herald Republic and YakimaHerald.com are your best sources for local sports, news, entertainment, and lifestyle across Central Washington. Call 575-7755 to subscribe to a print or digital package. The Yakima Herald Republic, they tell your stories. 9-1-2 for Corvallis as we go to the 6th inning. 7-0, the Knights leading. Michael Curiel, the 9-hitter, to lead it off. He's 1 for 2 against Jack Gonzalez. First pitch. Fastball below the knees, ball 1. Gonzalez worked around a leadoff walk in his first inning of relief. Got a pop out and a couple of fly outs to set down the side. The 1-0. Bunt shown, pulled back, and a curveball hits the outside edge, strike 1 called. One. Ground ball towards second for Delancey, who steps, throws to first. 1 down. Jake Holcroft hits now with 1 out. The pitch. Taken down low, ball 1. Holcroft 3 for 3 today after 4 hits yesterday. And that one comes in and drills him on his foot. Or his upper leg, maybe. Lower part of his leg. Another hit by pitch, 3rd of the day from Pippins pitching. First from Gonzalez. And it puts a man on him with a man out for Jake Harvey, who is 0 for 3, but reached and scored on a fielder's choice his last time. Pitch. Taken outside, ball 1. Want to note to Harvey, Kennewick native. It was funny. I was talking with Austin Getz, one of the local sports reporters. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, 1-1. He says he's related to Harvey, actually. But this is the first time he's really ever seen him play, because didn't get around to see him when they were younger, and first time he went to see him in Walla Walla as a breaking ball comes in for a strike. Throw down to second as the runner takes off. He is safe. 2-1. Count is 1-2, but Holcroft steals his 11th base of the year and 4th of the series. When he went down to see Walla Walla play Corvallis, Harvey wasn't in the lineup. One and 2 on Jake Harvey. Man at second, 1 down. There's a fly ball right center field. Well hit, but easy for Andrews. Glides to his right, waits on it, makes the catch, and now he's going to throw to the runner headed for third. On a couple of hops, it rolls away from the bag. And Holcroft, very speedy. He does get to third now with 2 down for Andy Atwood. Atwood is 2 for 3, couple of RBI doubles in his first 2 trips. Runner off third, 2 down, 7-0 Corvallis. Top half of the 6th inning. Gonzalez with a pitch. Breaking ball, hit on the ground, left side of the infield. Parker, the shortstop, backhand, off balance, throw to first, in time! A run-saving play at shortstop by Tanner Parker. And nothing doing for Corvallis in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom half. 7-0, the Pippins trail on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. that together we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Seven 0 Corvallis as we go to the bottom of the sixth. Noah Andrews, Nick Israel, and Tyler Rando to hit for the Pips. Trailing big time, 7-0. Andrews, who has walked and struck out in 2 trips today, he's the first to bat against left-hander Chase Watkins, who's allowed 1 hit over 5 shutout innings so far. First pitch from Watkins, a fastball way high, and Klemp has to leap out of the crouch to get there. 1-0 with a count on Andrews. Set below the belt. The 1-0. Grounded right side, right at Tamero, the first baseman. He scoops, flips to Watkins, who taps on the bag with the right foot. And Andrews is retired 3-1. First out of the bottom of the sixth. Brings up Nick Israel in his Pippins debut. The switch hitter bats from the right side. Out of the College of Southern Nevada for the Las Vegas area native. 7-0 Corvallis, bottom 6. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch from Watkins. Israel takes down an in, ball 1. Nobody in the Pippins bullpen, so it looks like Jack Gonzalez will continue to throw as right-hander Trevor Bateson gets loose in the pen for the Knights. The 1-0 from Watkins, who has been phenomenal so far. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Hopefully, the pitching should get back on track tomorrow with Joey McGreasy on the mound. 6 no-hit innings, 11 strikeouts his last time. The 1-1. Fly ball down the right field line, 1-2. And Port Angeles, not a team that has hit the ball particularly well as of late. They started off super hot. The 1-2 from Watkins. In the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 away. Middle infield straight up pitch. Rolled softly towards third and off of the foot of Israel. And he couldn't even get out of the box to run. And they call that a foul ball extremely late. I think he bounced it off his knee. 2-2. Would have been an easy out if they allowed it to stay such as that. Two on the way. Breaking ball, cut on, and a check swing. He went around, throw down a second in time for the second out.
Now batting for the Pippins, the catcher, Tyler Rando.
Two outs, and Tyler Rando comes to the plate. Rando has lined out and reached on an error in 2 trips, and now a mound visit for Corvallis here, and they may not let Chase Watkins face another batter as good as he's been. Trevor Bateson loosening in the bullpen. Watkins' pitch count isn't in bad shape or anything. Under 80 still. But with a young arm, you want to be cautious. And he's going to get to face this next batter. First pitch on the way to Rando. The base is clear, 2 down. A fastball below the knees for ball 1. Pippins trailing right now. Corvallis holding on to a 7-0 lead. And the 1-0 pitch to Rando. Outside corner, breaking ball, miss, 2-0. Again, Rando 0 for 2 today. The lefty kicks and the 2-0. Fastball below the knees, ball 3. And it's 3-0 on Rando. Base is empty, 2 out. Pitch. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Oh man, Rando dropped the bat, was starting to walk to first. Thought he had a 4-pitch walk. Three and 1 pitch. Check swing, strike 2 called at the knees, and now Rando is starting to get a little infuriated here. 2 straight borderline calls that don't go his way. But that one was basically the same place as the first called strike. So at least consistency from Brendan Schmidt. 3-2, 2 outs, nobody on pitch. Ground ball to second, right at Harvey. He waits on it, snags towards his belt, throws on to first. And it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 6th for Chase Watkins. He's been phenomenal. 1 hit over 6 innings. Pippins down 7-0 as we go to the 7th on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
We go to the 7th inning here at the Orchard. Pippins trailing 7-0, and the Corvallis Knights, well, they started off early. Got an infield single by Briley Knight to score a run in the first, then an RBI double from Andy Atwood in the third, doubled the lead to 2-0, and then 5 runs in the fourth, capped off by an RBI single from Jake Holcroft and an RBI double from Andy Atwood, and that's been the difference so far, that 5-run fourth, as Briley Knight leads off the 7th and bunts and misses 0-1. Pippins have got nothing. 1 hit from Owen Cobb on a blooper into left center field that should have been caught. Lefty on lefty. Gonzalez out for his third full inning of relief. The breaking ball in there for a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. That's one thing about Gonzalez's breaking ball is it comes in so slowly. You can kind of almost tell out of the hand that he's throwing the curveball. And as thus, batters can sit on them. The 0-2. There is a good curveball, much better one. Foul tipped into the glove, strike 3. And the first strikeout for Jack Gonzalez. There's one out in the 7th, and Michael Gretler coming to the plate. Michael Gretler, excuse me. I keep thinking of his brother Michael, and that's what I wrote in my scorebook because I am not very intelligent. It's Matthew Gretler. Pitch. Down and away, ball 1. I might have been saying Michael this whole time. Wow. Michael Gretler, the former Oregon State Beaver and current member of the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, is not playing in this game. It's his brother Michael. The 1-0. Foul tip back into the glove on a fastball, 1-1. I apologize for the confusion. Righty Trevor Bateson still tossing in the Corvallis pen. Looks like he'll get the 7th after Chase Watkins was phenomenal. 1-1 pitch. Curveball for a strike, 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. Gonzalez shakes off a sign. Now sends. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2. Gonzalez has done a real nice job. Hard to find many things to nitpick with his performance so far. He's thrown a lot of strikes. He's been efficient and has worked quickly. The 2-2 pitch. Fly to right. Andrews backpedaling towards the track. Now over to his left. He reaches out and makes the grab a step or two shy of the track, 2 away. Two outs, base is empty, and here's Trace Tamero. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Base is empty, 2 away. 7-0 Corvallis in the 7th. There's another breaking ball. Misses down and away, 1-1. 1-1 pitch here. Breaking ball high and in, 2-1. Jack Gonzalez hasn't allowed a hit through his first 2 2/3 innings of scoreless relief. Pippins with 1 hit, 1 error today, no runs. Corvallis 7 runs, 8 hits, and an error. The turn and the 2-1. That one's in the dirt, 3-1. But he also hasn't thrown a 1-2-3 inning just yet. Walk in the 5th, hit by pitch in the 6th have rendered him unable to do that. The 3-1. Grounded right past the first baseman, Cobb out of play, 3-2. Two outs, bases full, empty. The pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, but it rolls through Bell's legs. He picks it up behind the backstop, throws on a first, and it hits Tamero on the back. And Trace reaches on a dropped third strike, so not a 1-2-3 inning. Second strikeout of the inning for Gonzalez, but Tamero reaches, and Nick Jovetic to the plate. Here in the top of the 7th, 7-0 Corvallis leading. note from the College World Series in Omaha. Michigan wins Game 1 of the finals, 7-3 over Vanderbilt. The pitch home. Ground ball down the first baseline, foul. So the Wolverines haven't won a national title since the 1960s. A win away from taking it all tomorrow. Vanderbilt, of course, they've won it fairly recently, 2014. Pitch. Fly down the left field line and giving chase Fuchs, but that one's out of play. 0-2. To be exact, Michigan last won the College World Series in 1962. The pitch. Breaking ball hit on the ground, first base side, foul out of play. 0-2 on Jovetic. Drop third strike, allowed a man to reach in this inning for Corvallis. The set and the 0-2. Gonzalez fires. Soft ground ball towards first for Cobb, who races to the bag and retires. Jovetic to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here at the Orchard. 7-0 Knights on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce two of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here at the Orchard. And the Yakima Valley Pippins trailing 7-0, and a new pitcher in the 7th inning for Corvallis. It's the right-hander Trevor Bateson, who makes his season debut for the Knights, a right-hander native to Menifee, California, a rising sophomore at UC Riverside. And the righty makes his first appearance of the summer for Corvallis. 18 appearances in the spring for UC Riverside, 4 starts, 0-4, with a 7.98 ERA, 27 strikeouts, 40 walks in 44 innings. And opponents hit .314 off of the right-hander, so command seems to be an issue. But it was an issue for his UC Riverside teammate Kevin West as well, and last night Kevin West was phenomenal in shutting out the Pippins in the later innings. So we'll see if the Pips can get anything going. And the night is done. They're probably glad it's done for Chase Watkins. 6 scoreless innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Greg Fuchs, James Bell, Owen Cobb, 5, 6, 7 of the Pippins order here in the bottom of the 7th. Fuchs, the left-hander, to lead it off against righty Bateson. 6 feet tall, 165 pounds. Went to Paloma Valley High School in Menifee, California, which is in Riverside County, not too far from UC Riverside. First pitch. Fuchs takes on the outside edge with a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Righty stands off the first base side of the rubber, the 0-1. Fuchs takes a big hack at a downer breaking ball, 0-2. Whew, that was a good pitch. James Bello and Cobb to follow. Corvallis leading 7-0, bottom of the 7th. Hands over the head in the windup, the 0-2 from Bateson. Inside corner. Ooh, he didn't get the call, 1-2 with a fastball. Close pitch. Kick and the 1-2. In the dirt. That one was barely even reached to the dirt with the fastball. 2-2. Count even at 2. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. Taken up high for ball 3. So from 0-2 to 3-2. Greg Fuchs has worked the count full. 3-2 pitch. Fastball, high and away, ball 4. And a leadoff walk here for Fuchs in the bottom of the 7th, his 8th of the summer. Brings up James Bell, who's 0 for 2.
Now batting for the Pippins, the catcher, James Bell.
Pitch to Bell. Breaking ball below the knees, ball 1. Bell has struck out twice. Both times against Watkins. The pitch. Down low with a fastball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. 1 on, nobody out. Ground ball left side of the infield. Curiel, the shortstop, takes off a high hop, has no throw at second, throw on a first in time. So a really high hop went over Curiel's head. So Bell out 6-3, but Fuchs to second, 1 away for Owen Cobb. Right on right matchup. 7-0 Corvallis leading bottom 7. The pitch home. Fastball high and tight, ball 1. Cobb 1 for 2. Ground out and a single into left center in 2 trips. Corvallis leads 7-0. Here's the set and the 1-0 pitch. That ball smacked out to left. Holcroft went back initially, now comes on, and it's the shortstop Curiel that has to trot out to medium depth left to make the catch. And there's 2 away on a ball that looked real good off the bat and then kind of died in the air. Now Ty Delancey bats, switch hitter, hits from the left side for the first time today. Runner at second, 2 down, 7-0 Corvallis, bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch. Grounded left side, Curiel charges in, glove side flip, the sidearm throw to first in time. Man, he had a real good inning on the left side of the infield, and the Pippins strand a leadoff walk. We go to the 8th, 7-0 Corvallis on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
We go to the 8th inning. Jack Gonzalez back out to the mound. The Pippins down 7-0 here in the 8th. And they'll face Nick Klemp, Michael Curiel, and Jake Holcroft. 8-9-1 for Corvallis. Starting with Klemp, who's 0 for 3. Right-handed hitter has bounced out, popped out, and flied out in 3 trips. Jack Gonzalez has not allowed a hit over 3 scoreless innings of relief. Just a walk, a hit by pitch, and a drop third strike. A batter has reached per inning. The pitch. Bunt pulled back on an outside fastball for a strike, 0-1. A left-hander starting to loosen in the Pippins bullpen. Looks like Darius Garcia. The 0-1. High and away, ball 2. Excuse me, ball 1. 1-1. 7-0 Corvallis, top 8. Nobody on, nobody out. Pippins 6 outs away from a sweep at home at the hands of the Knights. Fastball misses up high, 2-1. Then they'll hit the road tomorrow for 3 in Port Angeles, 3 in Corvallis. The pitch. Smacked into center. Schwartz back on his horse towards the track. He reaches up and makes the catch. Nice play by Luke Schwartz in dead center field. 1 out. That brings up Michael Curiel, who is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored so far today. The pitch. Curiel hits this hard down the third base line and foul, 0-1. Curiel will be a freshman at UCLA in the fall. Was ranked by Baseball America as the 101st best prospect for the draft earlier this month, but he had a desire to go to school. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 2 called. Rockies picked him in the 31st round anyway, but he's not going to sign with Colorado, and he'll head to UCLA, a team that was stacked this year but is losing a lot of players. 0-2 breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Whew. Back-to-back nasty curves from Gonzalez. His 3rd strikeout and 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And you know, in a lot of ways, this Gonzalez outing is very similar to what we saw from Mark Wadarovich not too long ago when he came in relief and pitched 5 innings of shutout ball against Victoria a few weeks ago. First pitch to Jake Holcroft is pop back foul. 0-1. Holcroft has reached in all 4 trips today. It's been an impossible out this series, and the Pippins are going to be glad to see him go. The 0-1. Breaking ball at the knees, strike 2. Ground ball slowly hit off to the right. Stays 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Gonzalez looking for another strikeout. As a breaking ball hit into right field for a base hit. And the first hit off of Jack Gonzalez today, and it's Jake Holcroft. Who else? He has just absolutely tattered baseballs this series. His 2nd straight 4-hit game. He's now got 10 hits in the series. And he is now hitting .377. Jake Harvey is 0 for 4, on the other hand. He has not had a great series, and the first pitch to him is hit softly towards second. Past the dive of Delancey and into center field for a base hit. Back-to-back base knocks off of Jack Gonzalez. Now things getting dicey here with 2 outs in the 8th. We'll bring bring up Andy Atwood, who's 2 for 4 with 2 RBI doubles and 2 6-3 groundouts. And it is not Andy Atwood. Chase Hodkinson, the pinch hitter. And the switch hitter will bat from the right side against Gonzalez. An Australian native out of the University of San Francisco. Chase Hodkinson on the season 3-for-11. First pitch. Taken below the knees, ball 1 with a fastball. So Atwood substituted out of this game. He was 2 for 4. One-0. Down and in, 2-0. Nothing. Corvallis leading top 8. 10-1. The hit differential today. Michael Dixon is on deck. He'll pinch hit for Briley Knight. The turn in the 2-0. And that one's popped foul off to the right. 2-1. So presumably Michael Dixon will take over in the outfield as well. The 2-1. Soft ground ball left side of the infield. Third baseman Israel charges, hesitates, throws to first, and it kicks off of Cobb's glove. That allows a run to come in to score. Holcroft. A hit and then an error makes it 8-0 Corvallis. Harvey to second, and Michael Dixon to the plate. So an unearned run on Jack Gonzalez, and now Michael Dixon will come to the plate to pinch hit. Dixon, who started each of the last 2 games, hits for Briley Knight. The pitch, breaking ball down and in, ball 1. So an E5 allows Holcroft to come in to score, so it's a run unearned charge to Jack Gonzalez. And a 1-0 count on Michael Dixon. The pitch on the way. Smacked into center field. That's a base hit. Drops in front of Schwartz. They hold the runner at third. And Schwartz with an on-target throw. It's the 4th consecutive hit of the inning for the Knights. The bases are loaded for Matthew Gretler. Harvey to third. Hodkinson to second. Dixon at first. 2 down for Gretler, who is 1 for 3 today. 8-0 Corvallis, top 8. 12 hits for the Knights, 1 for the Pippins. The pitch home. Fastball just outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Inside corner missed with the breaking ball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fly ball right field. Andrews jogs on, waits for it, to his left, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Corvallis adds an unearned run at the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom half. 8-0 Knights on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, So we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Nothing Knights, bottom 8 we go, and a new pitcher into the game for Corvallis, left-hander Nick Caviglia, a 6-foot-tall, 185-pound left-hander from the University of Utah, making his 5th appearance of the season. An ERA of 4.05, 8 strikeouts, 7 walks over 6 2/3 innings of relief. Opponents hitting just 136 off the southpaw, who last pitched on Tuesday against Bellingham, an inning of the 3rd, an unearned run, a hit, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Native of Fresno, California, was high school teammates with James Bell. And it's 9-1-2 for the Pippins in this inning. Schwartz, Parker, and Andrews. Trevor Bateson pitched the 7th for Corvallis. Caviglia in here for the 8th. Left on right. Schwartz to lead it off. Caviglia scribbles something in the dirt behind the mound. Now kicks up some dirt. And readies for his first offering. Long lead in. Infield straight away. Outfield shifted a bit to the left. First pitch to Schwartz. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Happy to report that our road broadcasting service, Mixler, is back live as the 0-1 is bounced foul off to the left, 0-2. So tomorrow we will, of course, have coverage of the Pippins at Port Angeles beginning at 6:20. Our pregame coverage begins Pacific time. 6:35 first pitch. Joe Agresti for the Pippins. That should be fun. Breaking ball down and in. As of so far, the lefties have not announced any projected starters for the 3-game series. That could change by game time tomorrow. Mark Finklenberg will start for the Pippins on Wednesday, and then TBD on Thursday. 1-2. Spiked back foul to the backstop. Good job by Schwartz to just get a piece of that. 1-2. And on Friday, Ryan Jamison will get Corvallis a second time after he struck out 8 in 4 innings in the series opener on Saturday. The 1-2. Down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Pippins trail 8-0, last of the 8th. Pips will fall to 2-5 on this homestand. And hope to have more success on the road where they're just 2-4 on the year. 2-2. Breaking ball, dribbled off to the right. Stays 2-2, and they have not won a road game since June 5th. So it's going to be nearly 3 weeks at this point. The 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball cut on and missed, strike 3. First strikeout for Caviglia as he gets Schwartz on the breaking ball, 1 out. Brings up Tanner Parker, who needs a hit to extend his hitting streak to 13 games. 8-0 Corvallis, bottom of the 8th. Infield, outfield straight away, normal depth. Although the shortstop Curial now over a few steps to his left, first pitch. Parker takes a backdoor, or a breaking ball, not backdoor. outside edge, 0-1. Noah Andrews to follow. The 0-1. Breaking ball below the knees, ball 1, 1-1. Darius Garcia looks like he'll pitch the 9th inning in relief for the Pippins. One and one. Parker takes another curveball, inside corner, strike 2 call. 1-2 on Tanner. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball down and away, 2-2. And hopefully we get some good weather. Looks like a chance of some rain tomorrow in Port Angeles. Two-two pitch. Wrapped foul on the ground, first base side. I think that if Parker can't extend his hitting streak to 13 games, it was a fantastic effort. By the way, a couple of defensive changes for Corvallis. Jake Holcroft moves from left to center, and Michael Dixon into the game in left. The 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. Parker down on strikes for the second time tonight, and he will see his 12-game hitting streak come to a close as he finishes 0 for 4 on the day, barring, of course, a miraculous comeback. Noah Andrews bats. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Pippins trail 8-0. They have just 1 hit on the day. The kick of the pitch from Caviglia. Grounded towards shortstop. Correal over to his left, takes a weird hop and gets into center field. An error on Michael Correal, the shortstop, on a really difficult hop. And the Pips have a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the 8th. Brings up Nick Israel. For Andrews, Caviglia with his first pitch. Israel takes a breaking ball away, 1-0. A lot of pieces coming and going. Israel got into town today, into the lineup today. The 1-0. Down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded foul right into the Pippins dugout on the third base side. 2-2 the count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, so Andrews will be off with the pitch at first. The pitch. Check swing and a pitch in the dirt. Appeal to second, he went around, and the inning is over. So 3 strikeouts and an error for Nick Caviglia in the bottom of the 8th. Marcus McKimmey not happy with Dustin Catron, the field umpire, but that brings the 8th inning to a close. We go to the 9th. The Pippins trail 8-0 on the Nathan's famous broadcast network. Darius Garcia takes over on the mound for the Pippins as we go to the ninth. The left-hander making his first appearance out of the bullpen this year has made 2 starts, 0-2 with a 5.62 ERA, 6 strikeouts and a couple of walks in 8 innings of work. Opponents hitting .385 off of the southpaw native to Cerritos, California, 5'8", 175-pounder from UC Irvine. And he'll face the 6'7", 8 part of the Corvallis order, a couple of lefties in there. Hitting off with Trace Tamero. Tamero to lead off in the ninth. Left-handed batter is 0 for 3 today with a hit by pitch and a run scored. First offering on the way from Darius Garcia. Lefty on lefty. Here's the pitch. Fastball dribbled softly to shortstop. Parker charges in and can't make the grab as it goes right underneath his glove. And a leadoff error. The third of the day from the Pippins puts a man on for Corvallis here in the top of the ninth. Brings up Nick Jovetic. 8-0 Corvallis with the lead in the ninth. Garcia, the left-hander, comes set. Delivers home the pitch, and that one's hit towards right field. Andrews coming on. This can be a tough play. Nobody gets there. Drops in for a base hit, and the first 2 men have reached for Corvallis here in the ninth. Now Nick Klemp to the plate. Klemp is 0 for 4. Error and a hit off of Garcia, who got the start on Thursday against Victoria, took the loss, giving up 7 runs on 11 hits in 3 innings. Klemp has flied out twice, popped out once, grounded out once. We'll look to second. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. Darius Garcia, left-hander out of UC Irvine. Try to get this one to the bottom of the ninth and see what the Pippins can do and try and tie it up, or at least be competitive, put a run on the board. Turn to second, the 1-0 pitch. That ball's laced into center field for a base hit. Tamero held at third. Now the bases are loaded, nobody out in the top of the ninth for the 9-hole hitter, Michael Correal. Well, the error got things started for the Knights, and now they're just loading it on here in the ninth. First pitch from Garcia. Hit foul off to the right to Correal, who is 1 for 4 today with a single. And it moved rather quickly, too. None of the first couple of bats were more than 2 pitches long. Bases loaded, nobody out. 8-0 lead for Corvallis, top of the ninth. Garcia the set. The side armor starts to loosen in the bullpen for the Knights. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2, that's Trace Hockinen warming in the pen. An Oregon native. Tamero at first. Jovetic at second. Klemp. Oh, Tamero at third. Jovetic at second. Klemp at first. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a low fastball. Heck of a pitch by Darius Garcia. 1 down. It rolls to the top of the order for Jake Holcroft, who has reached base in 5 trips to the plate today, and he's got a chance for the base hit here. A walk, 3 singles, and a double. Base is still loaded, 1 out. Pippins trail 8-0 in the ninth. The pitch. Holcroft takes a fastball below the knees for a ball, 1-0. And, you know, if the Pippins are happy to see Holcroft go after this series, well, they're going to see him again in 3 games, so not a lot of turnover. The 1-0. Fastball down and away. So Tamero scores to make it 9-0 Corvallis, although that run will be unearned as Tamero reached on a fielding error. The pitch. Fastball up high. 2-0. Wow, how about that? I definitely didn't see that one. So, Jovetic trots home from third. Klemp goes to third. And another balk brings another run home. And there's been no argument from the Pippins coaching staff here. Now a runner on third, 1 out. 10-0 the score, Corvallis ahead. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1 to Holcroft. So the bases were loaded, and then Garcia with consecutive balks to bring home 2. Make it 10-0. The 2-1. Down and away, 3-1. The pitch. Fly ball, foul out of play down the left field line, 3-2. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Darius Garcia gets the impossible out. Jake Holcroft, back-to-back strikeouts, 2 down. And Jake Harvey coming to the plate. Ten nothing Corvallis, top 9. The pitch. Fouled back to Jake Harvey, 0-1. The 0-1. Fly ball fouled off to the right, 0-2. And 0-2, Garcia looking for his third strikeout. And that one is ripped down the left field line. Fuchs can't get there, rolls towards the wall. 1 run is in. Harvey headed to second, and he's got a chance to go to third. And the big inning continues here for Corvallis. Started with an error, then a couple of singles. 2 balks brought home 2 runs when the bases were loaded, and now a double from Jake Harvey to make it 11-0. It brings up Chase Hodkinson for his second at-bat. Came on as the DH last inning. Pitch from Garcia. Fastball down low, ball 1. Want to know the count to Hodkinson, who had an infield single that brought home a run his last time. $11-0, Pippins trail bottom 9. Top 9. There's a ground ball to second for Delancey. Waits on it, fields, throws on to first, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Pippins trailing 11-0 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
We go to the bottom of the ninth. Pippins need some runs. And they will face the right-hander, Trace Hakkinen, to try and score those runs, trailing 11-0. Right-hander making his fourth appearance of the season, an ERA of 3 over 3 innings of work, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .364 off of the native of Beaverton, Oregon, out of Mount Hood Community College. Last pitched on Thursday against Bellingham. Allowed a hit and a walk and recorded 1 out, a third of an inning. And Hakkinen replacing Nick Caviglia, who pitched the 8th. First pitch to Tyler Rando is a strike, 0-1 at the knees with a fastball. Caviglia went an inning, struck out 3 batters. This one's fouled off. 0-2 on Rando. So the Pippins will try and just scrape this one off. Regroup, headed into a road trip that starts tomorrow. There's a slider outside, 1-2. They'll start with 3 on the road against Port Angeles, and who better to kick off a road trip than Joey McGreasy on the mound for the Pips. 1-2. Ball lifted to center, playable for Holcroft. Over to his left, has room and makes the catch in center field, 1 down. 2 outs remain for the Pippins, and they'll bring Greg Fuchs to the plate. The Oregon State Beaver, who will be home next week when the Pippins take on Corvallis at Goss Stadium. Left-handed hitter, 0 for 2 today. First pitch coming, and a fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. So the Pippins today will fall and drop on the homestand 7 games to 2-5, losing 4 of the last 5 games. Bouncing ball towards second. Harvey Fields at the chest, throws on to first, 2 down. And last chance for the Pippins is James Bell.
Now batting for the Pippins, the catcher James Bell.
Last chance is Bell. Right on right. 2 outs in the ninth. The Pippins trail 11-0. The pitch. Slider on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Be back in action tomorrow. 6:35 first pitch in Port Angeles. 6:20 pregame begins. The 0-1 fouled back, 0-2, and the Pippins are down to their final strike tonight. 11 runs, 15 hits for Corvallis. No runs, a hit for the Pippins. Trying to avoid falling to 8-10 on the year. Here's the pitch from Hakkinen, the 0-2. Slider in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the Pippins with a loss will fall to 4 games back of first place in the West Coast League. The pitch. Slider away, 2-2. Owen Cobb waits on deck should this game continue. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right back to the mound. Snagged by Hakkinen. Jogs over to his left. Underhand flip to first in time, and the ball game is over. The Pippins fall tonight to Corvallis by a final score of 11-0. The Knights complete the sweep, and the Pippins lose their 4th consecutive game, headed into a 6-game road trip. We'll take a break and wrap things up on the Pippins postgame show presented by Treetop after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Welcome back to Yakima, the Pippins postgame show presented by Treetop. Treetop, since 1946, the name has been associated with premium apple juice, and the company has been a stickler for quality and flavor ever since. A proud supporter of Pippins baseball, Treetop products are served throughout the orchard. Not a great day for the Pippins, arguably the toughest of the year for the club. They fall 11-0 to Corvallis, managed just one hit in a 9-inning contest, and yeah, it was just a real struggle. From start to finish for the Pippins, they really couldn't get anything going. It was just a real difficult game. The offense had almost no semblance whatsoever. Their only hit was a bloop single in a left center field by Owen Cobb that should have been caught. Realistically, the Pippins probably should not have recorded a hit tonight, but they avoid the embarrassment of a no-hitter and get out of here with one hit. Not a whole lot to wrap up beyond that. The loss goes to Mark Wanarovich. He falls to 3-2, 4 innings, 7 runs, 5 of them earned on 8 hits and 5 strikeouts. Jack Gonzalez was real good in relief. We'll talk with him on Pippins postgame, presented by Treetop. Chase Watkins gets the win. He improves to 1-0 with 6 innings of 1-hit baseball, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. And then Jake Holcroft, the offensive star for Corvallis, 4 for 5. As for the Pippins, they had just 1 hit. It was Owen Cobb. Nobody else reached base more than 1 time tonight. 3 walks, 10 strikeouts for the Pippins. No other games in the West Coast League tonight. This was the only one. Ridgefield Raptors had non-league action. Pippins back in action tomorrow. Joe McGreasy gets the ball for the Pippins when they head to Port Angeles to start a 6-game road trip. First pitch from Civic Field, weather pending. We'll see how the rain holds out. Is set for 6:35. Pregame coverage will begin on pippinsbaseball.com/live. Audio only for the 6-game road trip beginning at 6:20. We'll talk to you then. This is Miles Klotz signing off after the Pippins fall here tonight at the Orchard, 11-0 to Corvallis. Everybody have a good rest of your Monday evening.